first guest tonight can take on an entire gang of medieval villains single-handedly while looking beautiful the whole time as Xena, the warrior princess. Let's take a look. It was a fake baby, I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lucy Lawless. Wow. Yeah. That's crying, yeah, all right, good.
I was just about to say, I fell in love with these guys for the first time when I watched you with the ice cream truck.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we went out that was, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. We did a show where Andy and I commandeered an ice cream truck. And
it was fantastic. My friend Gavin and I we were jet-lagged sitting up watching the show, and it was the funniest thing we've ever seen in our lives.
Oh, so, great. Well, thanks so much for coming, and congratulations on your show. It's huge. It's a phenomenon. Your program. It's playing.
To be.
Yeah, it's like in 80 countries. Is that the case?
Apparently, it's even in Saudi Arabia, where they have to blow up all the wide shots, all the fights into close-ups. I don't know how they do it, but they manage. So
why is that?
So they don't show any cleavage or legs or. What a shame.
They're missing the best part of the show. They in Saudi Arabia, I guess they're not allowed to show. You know,
I guess not.
Right. And so how do they show shows like Baywatch or something like that over there? How would that even be possible? They just edit it so it's just Hasselhoff reacting the whole time.
They go
the whole hour of Hasselhoff going. Sounds like they're in trouble.
They go for the cerebral quotient of Baywatch.
It doesn't do nearly as well. You also have you have very rabid fans. Is that the case? You get some strange requests from your fans.
I don't deal so much with fan mail anymore, but some of the more salient letters that we would get would be judges and lawyers ringing up, sending letters asking to be spanked. And
judges and lawyers want to be spanked?
A lot of judges and lawyers want to be spanked.
They watch Xena and that's what they're thinking about?
Right. Well, they're meeting up.
I want her to spank me.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it sort of fits with the leather and the... And everywhere I go, people are disappointed that I'm fully clothed. You know, they expect that I'm going to be wearing, miniskirts and leather bustiers.
Yeah, I was told this interview would go very differently than this. There are conventions too. Is that right?
Yeah.
There are conventions for Xena.
Mm-hmm. We've got one coming up here in New York in a couple of weeks. The 28th.
That's scary.
There you go.
The 28th, 4:40 p.m.
I have fans that follow me to New Zealand.
They follow you to New Zealand?
Yeah, if I go on a talk show in LA, they're there. Anywhere I go, this pack of women turn up,
That's very, yeah, and there's a lesbian following too.
Uh-huh.
Is that the case?
They are the sanest sanest, what am I trying to say? Constituency of our fandom, I guess. But they're not confused between Xena and I, and they're just glad to have a show that they can relate to, But we do get some oddballs, like at the convention.
Yeah. Show they can relate to, yeah. I know, but
they find something for them.
There's actually, there's a bar here, isn't there a bar in New York where they have Xena night?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I've not been. You tell us about it. He goes undercover.
Just kidding. No, you weren't.
They have sidekick competitions. They have little get-togethers and dress up and reenact scenes we'd like to see, I think. So they take scenes from Xena to their preferred conclusion.
Come on, tell us about that.
I don't know. I've never been.
Get off my back. I'm not going to tell you about it. It's a very physically demanding role for you. You even watch the clip. You're running, you're jumping. They don't use stunt doubles a lot for you, do they?
Yes, no, they do. In fact,
they do.
A good rule of thumb is if you don't see my face, it's probably not me.
The ones where you have a long beard. You're jumping through the air and you're black. Probably not you.
That's not me.
But there are also times where they put you in like these horrible situations. I heard that you were in a pit with some rats or something.
Oh God, I was in this tube and The worst thing about the tube, well, it's supposed to be in a sewer underneath a castle. The worst thing about the tube is that there's a stream of water running, you know, nasty, gnarly old stream running through the bottom of the sewer, as you find.
Yeah, when I'm walking around a sewer, that's what I always see.
As I'm crawling down the sewer, they're dumping boxes of rats on me, and these rats are just...
Were these people connected with the production that were doing this? Just random people.
That's right, volunteers.
Yeah.
Dumping rats on me.
Dumping real rats? Would the rats actually get on you?
Oh, it was horrifying. They were trying to nestle. They were, you know, they're in your cleavage, they're in your skirt, and I just go,
You're in your cleavage?
God, get me out of here.
Oh, but you got them all out.
Eventually, yeah.
I just saw one peek out and go, get back on him. I know I wouldn't leave. Now, oh, come on. Oh, kids here. You're from New Zealand, originally. What is it like? I know it's a very different culture, but what is it like when American tourists come to New Zealand? Are they cool there? Do they behave themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Americans have got a slightly low self-esteem about the stereotypical ugly American. And I know why that happens. It's because here, with the tipping system and everything, you're encouraged to demand good service. Well, you go down under to a lot of countries, and they'll serve you when they damn well get round to it, you know?
Right.
You don't like the food, tough luck.
Right.
Comparatively, compared to here. So, and people are encouraged to complain to up the service for everybody here.
But also sometimes a lot of American tourists, they go someplace like that, they're trying to fit in. Do you know what I mean? Like they pick up a phrase or something, they overuse it. Does that happen in New Zealand?
Oh, the language.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a few little words that don't translate too well. Americans will pick up cute little idiosyncrasies. Like we'll say regularly, oh, you know, bugger off, or do something. They think that's cute, you know, bug off. Well, in the mouth of an American, that's really quite crude. You know, it's...
to say that. So Americans are thinking they're being cute. They're like in an ice cream store.
And they're talking about, you know, sodomy or something.
So like in an ice cream store or something, they're like, do you want sprinkles with that? Oh, bugger off.
Right.
And then they're being beaten to death in an alley, right? I would think that would be a problem.
Yeah,
the last thing that I know you got to run, but the last thing I wanted to mention was this.
Very nice.
This is this action figure. We didn't have these when I was a kid. They weren't. We had G.I. Joe, and it wasn't nearly as fun as this. This isn't amazing. What?
Why? Why is it fun?
I don't know. It's a beautiful woman and scantily dressed, and they weren't.
It's the ideal fighting outfit, you know.
This is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it would. This is just what you want to be wearing when you're jumping through the air.
I should know, all right? Just take my word for it.
Take your word for it. You have to come back sometime. We're really thrilled to have you on the program.
Not at all, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. Let me tell them, Xena Warrior Princess, of course, check your local listings. It's everywhere. And you're in Greece right now at the Eugene O'Neill Theater.
Yeah.
And so everyone here in New York can see you live there. Thank you.
Not for long.
Not for long, but so do it quickly. Lucy, thank you very much. Lucy Lawless, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Triumph, the Insult Comic Dog. We'll see you.